most of you that know me already know that I have a passion for humanity. I love people, and I equally love helping people in any capacity within my power on the level that I find myself in our society right now. You can read between the lines for those who have a spiritual insight, understand, and overstand. So I say this to say that I believe, as much as lie within me, that there are a lot of individuals in our society that are hurting financially and even physically through ailments, maladies, illnesses, and disease and cancer and so forth. And because of my own personal studies and experiences concerning these subjects, I love and enjoy sharing the information as I understand it. So there's a book, one particular book. I'm going to call it the book of the month of November. There might be some subsequent ones before the month is out, but right now this will be the book of the month of November 2017. It is called The Great American Health Hoax. It is by Raymond Francis. And it really speaks for itself. It talks about how the medical industry, in conjunction with the Food and Drug Administration, the Center for Disease, the CDC, if you will, if I have not already said, the American Medical Association, and just food manufacturers, even in general, how they have a mission slash agenda to keep Americans sick because they make profit from us being sick. There is no money for corporations if we are well. If we are healed or cured from our conditions and diseases, the hospitals have to close down buildings. They have to let go doctors and personnel, and some of the people who are making the big bucks, who sit in the high places in the offices and so forth, they are going to have to find another type of living, perhaps. So it behooves them to constantly push out propaganda, letting us believe, or leading us to believe, that many of the illnesses and or cancers and diseases have no cure, and they continue to maintain the symptoms of those conditions by giving us countless types of medications and prescriptions, if you will, that the pharmaceutical company is continuing to become more and more, how should I say, for lack of a better way or or expression, more and more powerful. I think that's a good word. The pharmaceutical company is insensitive to human pain. They don't care. They don't care if you have a plethora of side effects, and they don't even care if you die. All they care about is the bottom dollar, making billions upon billions and billions upon billions and ultimately trillions of dollars off of our agony and pain. So you would do yourself and your family a favor and make sure that you become your own doctor, become your own scientist. It requires some effort. Your life and my life belongs to us. No one deserves to tell you that you have to take this prescription, for heartburn. You have to take this this prescription for headache. You have to take this prescription for, a burning in your rectum. You have to take this prescription, for high blood pressure. This prescription for this and this prescription for that. I'm not saying that medication never has a place, because it does. Only in an emergency situation, but if it's something that's supposed to be maintaining you and only covering up a symptom, but the problem is still there. We, ladies and gentlemen, need to find out what's causing the problem and eradicate the problem. Then we no longer will need prescription pharmaceutical drugs. It's that simple. Don't make it hard. Okay? If you have any questions, Please leave your questions in the comment section below, and you know I'm going to respond to you as much as I can. Now, there are going to be proponents on the other side. There are going to be people who say, well, teacher Reginald, you are a quack. It used to be in the reverse many years ago. They used to call regular doctors, allopathic doctors, quacks because of their methodology during those days. But now they flipped it, and they're calling naturopaths and homeopathic medicine practitioners, they're calling us quacks because we're saying nature will heal nature. It's that simple. Stop ingesting all of the chemicals, all of the pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, and all of the other chemicals that they're putting in our foods, and the what is the other one? Genetically modified organisms, and everything that we're breathing in, everything that we're putting on our bodies that has all of these artificial colors, all of these artificial ingredients, all of these artificial fragrances and so forth, that's being absorbed into our bodies and so forth. It's killing us. The detergents that we're using, the soaps that we're using, if they're not natural, they are killing us. Understand that. One more time. The Great American Health Hoax by Raymond Francis. It's that simple. Scripture says, study to show thyself approved, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word. The scripture was not just talking about studying the scripture, it's talking about study everything. If you have a problem speaking to power, then you really have a problem. Because anything that someone tries to encourage you to do to your own body, and you don't know what it is, and you don't know what's in the ingredients of the food that you're ingesting, and you don't know what's in the ingredients or what's contained in the chemicals that they're pushing in your body, calling it a vaccine or calling it a flu shot or what have you, you just ought to know. Study. And again, study. And at the end of the day, study. All right, this brother teacher, I'm out.